Hello folks, glad you found your way onto this channel again. There are a few things I want to talk about. YouTube as a platform, changes that are happening to it, and how it affects everyone really. I haven't been uploading for nearly 2 months now. Maybe you noticed, maybe you haven't. Still glad that you're here though. I haven't been doing too well mentally and just how I feel with the situation I'm in right now in my life. Which is a personal issue and not directly connected to any of you, or, well, when it comes to YouTube, it kinda did contribute after a certain point. A nice transition to some of the things that are happening to YouTube as a platform. You are all well aware of the AI hype happening. AI here, AI there. There was a time where YouTube was not necessarily pushing against AI, but making sure people were aware what's AI, and as far as I'm aware, you couldn't even monetize that stuff. Folks, there's a lot of changes happening for the past few months. Let me name a few things here. YouTube gets flooded by quickly created AI content. Like, wait, I said content. I meant slop. Never mind, sorry. Those things are doing well, those AI videos. At least from what it looks like, to the point where even AI music is hitting the first place in the charts. Videos now get summarized by AI, so you technically don't even have to watch the videos anymore, you can just watch what those videos are about. YouTube analyzed my writing style when I write comments, and offers me quick, pre-created answers for the people leaving comments under my videos. I can answer you with a big comment with just one click. Answer 10 people with only 10 clicks. YouTube also offers me to look into a tab which is called the quote-unquote inspiration tab, where AI generated ideas for content appear with also AI generated thumbnails. You can upload a simple image to YouTube and they make an AI generated short out of it. YouTube gets flooded with slop and uninteresting videos. But this isn't even the reason why I stopped. It's another change they made. And that's about how views are being counted. Look it up on YouTube and you'll find that this is a bigger issue and a problem for a lot of creators. The rumor is that YouTube doesn't count views from people watching videos with an ad blocker anymore. As you probably have guessed correctly, that is a lot of people. That change was made around 3 months ago, which was right after a rather successful rant video that I did about colleagues at work. Those types of real talk videos never did well. Though for me it was a way to vent a bit, you know? Don't have anyone else to vent about it. That video kinda exploded. And my subscriber count increased by like 15% or something. I got over 1,000 something subscribers from this video. But since we're kinda on the rant videos thing, here's another problem that is tied to YouTube. I feel that a lot of people subscribed to expect more rant content, more negative videos, because YouTube is also flooded with really negative content just for the past few months. There are channels farming that negativity, especially from Nintendo's side right now in the gaming space. Or at least maybe because Nintendo related content is usually what's getting recommended to me. This could of course be a thing. But now imagine what will happen with the following videos that get recommended to them that I release. Real quick, also on the recommended page, there are the same like 10 videos after every refresh. I get the feeling that the recommended page doesn't really work anymore. And most of them are things I don't care about, have never watched before, or have already watched. Next time we react to something, by the way, and you see a video by accident that says, I don't know man, freaking femboys versus tomboys, which is the better option? This ain't that kind of content I usually consume. Although, tomboys? Man. I don't even know how I came to that. Shoot, where were we? YouTube or something. Yeah, right. Negative content is doing pretty well. Those channels are doing pretty well. But they also die in no time. That is not a community you're building there. And I got to feel it in the comments. Some of the worst comments that I have ever received. Why did I read them? Because I like to interact with you people. But reading folks saying that I'm the problem and wishing that I would just die alone, that's kind of crazy, you know? A mild disagreement, you could call it. So imagine the impact of the changes on YouTube in combination with the success of such a video, which I definitely won't do again. Every single video afterwards was underperforming, and even the biggest videos that I have planned, some of the most high effort ones that I have ever done, the collaboration video with the YouTube creators, which took a lot of time, and the power scaling video with the most powerful monsters in the Xenoblade series. I think they underperformed, and not just a bit. All these things back to back. When we talk about the numbers on my channel, I actually dropped down to the same numbers that I had right before I even reached 1,000 subscribers, which was 2.5 years ago, or something around that time frame. If I go into my YouTube analytics, it just screams everywhere that my channel is massively underperforming. All the numbers are red. It just kinda made things worse. Is it my content that is really that uninteresting? Has YouTube just changed that much that my content isn't fitting on this platform? Or do I as a person make the videos boring? Am I that boring? So many questions and questions over questions. But yet I am here again. Well, ladies and gentlemen, every year I had this one project that was like a challenge to myself. Creating the biggest video on the channel yet. Not gonna lie, I can't keep this up for long, I'm sure. But think about it. The first year we had the Xenoblade tribute video. Success. Second year we had the tribute video for the whole freaking Zelda series. Editing this video was, well, calling it a pain would be an understatement. Wasn't a success at first, but people just kinda continued to give it a watch over time, you know, here and there. And now I definitely do consider it a mildly successful video. Last year we had the blender size comparison on the Xenoblade series, but I have to admit, I consider it more to be Nate's project, you know, the person I worked with on this project. I also learned Blender myself, but the whole first scene and the last scene were created by him. And also with the limited time that he had, being blasted with the exams left and right. I kind of feel bad about it now. But just so I mention it, he didn't do it for free. I'm not cold like that. But hey, I think that second scene I didn't look that bad now, huh? Overall, I think it could have looked a bit more cool, impressive. This definitely ain't a shot towards Nate. I just think... I think for the first Blender project ever, it was definitely fine. But as a perfectionist myself, especially since there were some errors in the project that stem from, I guess, our communication, which I put the blame on me, there's a lot to be improved. So I actually consider doing a 2.0 version in the not so distant future. Have to think about it. But that brings us to this year's video. The other reason I needed some more time. Folks, friends, dear viewers, this is 100% the most ambitious video I have ever created yet. Heck, I'd say it's not even close. I will also be brutally honest, if this video... I'm just gonna say it. If this video fails, I will be in shambles. This would probably make me take a longer break from YouTube. Not leaving for good, but reconsidering what my plans are with social media and my presence there. So in a nutshell, what is actually happening with this channel? In December, you will receive the last content on this channel. Maybe. I don't want to rely on the success of the content I upload that month. that this will be the decider, but man, it's so hard to be a new creator on YouTube, especially with AI now coming in. And just the viewer base on YouTube is changing too. People don't look into their subscriber feed anymore. This has been a thing for a while. Most people watch videos from their recommended feed. And if the algorithm is pushing AI slop, any sort of rage bait, or videos created by entire teams behind the scene, or also copies of other channels, which is also pretty successful now. And some of them are even doing better than the original channel. People like me, they don't really have a real chance. Or it's just very slim, it's ridiculously hard. Like, yeah, there is a chance, but the question is it worth the effort? Those are just some thoughts that I have. I do regret never continuing to do YouTube when I was younger. When I started doing it in 2012, 2013. Stupid, man. But it is what it is. Forgot to mention, I also have been putting in some work into my actual job, especially in the last 2 or 3 months. And I can happily confirm that I got a raise, a salary raise. So I'm quite happy right now. I hope you're looking forward to December. I hope you will be entertained by the videos I'll create. As a humble request, since I never really asked for people to like and subscribe, saying you would do me a massive favor doing it for the upcoming videos would be a massive understatement. There is also a new feature which is called Hype, which you can do in the first week of a video's release, increasing the potential of the video doing well. You can do it 3 times a week, I think, and that would be massive, especially for the last video. Yeah. For now, I'm glad to be back. I have some big things planned. Thank you all very much for listening. Thank you all for sticking by. I hope you will have a fantastic rest of your day. And I hope to see you all in the next videos. Goodbye, folks. See you guys later.